ready to battle. And going against New Orleans, their first game of the NBA's regular season. A season ago, they matched up with this team in the first round, but lost a tough 6-game series.
Yeah, some history here, though. Of course, they won that first-round series in last year's playoffs and ended up sending them packing.
Added incentive in a game like this. I mean, they've got to be ready to rise up to that challenge.
All right, let's set the floor. Courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. So the Pelican 5 right now. We've got Monroe. Davis is out there with Jermaine O'Neal. Then there's baddest one, and it's Barry in at the 3 slot. Here is Davis, following the score by Golden State. Westbrook passes to Davis, and he goes with one hand and flushes it down.
The one-hand slam is so sweet when it's his hand doing the slam.
Oh, yeah, he is so smooth, even on a power finish like that.
And really, that's what makes him unique, that combination of power and polish.
Westbrook following the miss by Michael Jordan. Westbrook dishes to Davis.
Not a good idea to let him get such good position in the paint.
It's more than a bad idea. It's real trouble. I mean, he'll make that 10 out of 10 times.
The Oracle Arena was rocking last season, and with good reason. The Warriors would finish a league best 39-2 at home last year.
And how about that 39-2 record put them one off of tying the best record ever in the NBA. That record, by the way, belongs to the Celtics with 40 wins back in 1986.
Well, I tell you what, you look at the Warriors, and they were actually unstoppable in every way last season. Average home margin of victory was 13+ points. A lot of those games weren't even that close as they let things get tight in garbage time.
And more on the Warriors' home dominance. Shot almost 50% as a team at home, which led the league. Shot over 41% from beyond the arc as a team.
Yeah, Monroe kicks to Westbrook. Screen by O'Neal. Shot clock at 5. And it's sent back by Bosch. The drive by Jordan. He feeds it to Iverson. Here's Thurman. That misses off the backboard.
But that would have been lucky had it fallen. Poor shot selection.
Yeah, look at the coach's face and the expression. It says all over it, "Are you kidding me?"
And plenty of contact on the shot. So 2 free throws come. Coming up.
And with the way the Warriors went on a rampage last year, you knew that Alvin Gentry would be in demand. Was the architect behind the Warriors' offense, is one of the best offensive minds in our league.
And with Gentry, his offensive prowess can't be understated, Greg. His peers joke and say he can draw up an open look for a corpse. I don't know about that, Clark, but we know he's talented. He's got a great offensive mind.
And you know that's right. And with this Pelicans team, he has plenty of firepower to work with, too.
Oh, he does. You're right. Davis drives in, pulled the shot a little left, but the bounce goes his way. Davis has got 8.
And early on, they've been nearly perfect from the floor. Just the one miss here on their first 5 attempts.
And now, here's Davis, the fast break opportunity. The shot's good from Barry.
And the story here, Kevin, early on, is how well they've shot the basketball.
Very high percentage so far, and if you want to start a game hot, that's the way to do it.
Durant with a wide open look. The offensive rebound. Here's Bosch. And they're going to count the bucket and send him to the line. It could be a 3-point play.
The tenacity on the interior, just battling, bringing that effort and will for second chance points.
And the jam by Jermaine O'Neal.
Ooh, that's as forceful a finish as you're ever going to see out of this guy.
Well, gee, it adds now to their lead in spectacular fashion.
And, you know, that lead's only going to grow if they're not prepared to defend a little more staunchly than that.
Now here's Davis. He's got 8. Earlier, Doris Burke spoke with head coach Alvin Gentry.
We talked about Chris Bosh, and he talked about the skill set and what makes him so difficult to guard. He told me he's very slippery in the post. You think you have him contained, and he'll just wiggle around his guy for a layup. We can never act as if he has nowhere to go down low. He finds space and room all the time. Guys?
Thanks a lot, Doris. Well, a scary moment for Chris Bosh last year. Had to be shut down, Greg, as we all know, for the season after a blood clot was found in his lung.
You know, and Kevin, it really puts basketball in perspective. I mean, it happened right after the trade deadline, and obviously a huge blow to the Heat in terms of their push for the postseason. But fortunately, it looks like he's going to make a full recovery and have a huge impact this season.
Here's Monroe. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. The pass to the Beast. No good.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over it.
Here's Jordan. The shot is good. And so is his shooting tonight. 3 for 4. New Orleans in the lead. Westbrook with it. He's picked up by Jordan. And Westbrook, here we go. On target from 13 feet. Westbrook's got 7.
He's just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
You know, as the season wore on, guys, the Pelicans became a matchup that nobody wanted to see. Very tough against teams and had very few weaknesses, too.
Golden State's gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. Dishes to Bosh. To the middle. They swipe it. Westbrook against Jordan. Now the feed to Westbrook. Fires for 3. Chris Bosh with the rebound. Well, for the Pelicans last season, they were a tough matchup. The defense was one thing, but their mentality, the way they thought through the game was fantastic.
Yeah, and Kevin, you look at their record against other playoff teams, and it stacks up well. I mean, they made the playoffs by never thinking they were at a disadvantage on the floor. And having that kind of confidence in a young team, that only really speaks for a positive moving.
I mean, for somebody who's as good at shooting the three as he is, you need a defender who's equally adept at guarding against it. That was well done.
I like that. They obviously put the right guy on him.
And so here is Golden State following the score by New Orleans. Kicks it to Iverson. Westbrook with the block. And they're able to recover. Just 5 to shoot. Iverson passes to Jordan. The three-pointer no good.
Boy, he's got a nice-looking stroke. That almost went in.
Yeah, and a lot of times he'll still not. Goes down no matter how good the D is.
Now here's Westbrook. He's got 7.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
From deep three-point range, and Jordan good for 3. Jordan's got 9.
Shots are just flowing from him right now, having a really strong quarter.
Got a piece of it, and stolen by Jordan. Goes up. Inside leaner, rejected by Monroe. Here's Barry. Monroe, the pass to Barry. Banked in off the glass. Barry's got his second basket of the night.
I love how he establishes his post position inside before he converts.
Well, last year the Pelicans were a team on the rise, making the playoffs. A solid season overall, especially on the road. Really, they sent notice by what they did away from New Orleans.
Yeah, I mean, 17 road wins. I mean, you say to yourself, well, that doesn't sound great. But when you're a young, up-and-coming team, one of the things that you can really value is your ability to go into hostile environments and have success. They're going to be building on that confidence. Wow, got that one off right in the face of the big fella. Nice quick-fire release.
Yeah, and the mid-range shot really the only option in that situation. Sometimes when you're facing a bigger guy, you can't get it all the way to the rim.
And that'll be Golden State as it goes out of bounds. Warriors retain possession. Petrovic is checked in for Michael Jordan. Dubs checked in for the Pelicans. And the shot is good.
Guys, that time he went for the fancy finish for us there, man. That was sweet.
Pelicans leading by 3. Feeds to McDice.